Hello, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to my channel. This is an episode that I call Let's Talk Crystals. It's a more informal, casual discussion, unscripted, in which I offer you some examples of how I use crystal wisdom in my everyday life. And I answer some of your most asked questions in the YouTube comments. And the question that I will address today is, what gemstones do you recommend for the grieving process? But first, if you are new to this channel, my name is Shannon. I am a certified Reiki master and teacher, a certified gemologist, and now a brand new published author. And to that note, I want to thank everyone, all the viewers of this channel, for your support, because Crystal Wisdom had a phenomenal launch. The ebook launch on the 15th was incredible. And the book, Crystal Wisdom, has already reached #1 new release on Amazon in multiple categories. The paperback release is coming up this Thursday, April 29th. But you can pre-order a paperback copy right now, and I will put a link in the eye above and in the description below where you can check out the book if you haven't already purchased a copy. So in these episodes, Let's Talk Crystals, I'm going to show you how I use the daily practices and the spontaneous practices from the book in my own daily life, to provide you with some examples of the things that you can use your gemstone and crystal collection for. The first example from the last 2 weeks is strawberry quartz. I have been sitting with strawberry quartz as it is the stone of pure joy. It encourages taking the time to experience joy and to celebrate milestones, important events, accomplishments, birthdays, anniversaries, the special moments in life. Strawberry quartz reminds you not to let time slip away, not to let the events of your life just speed by without noticing, but to stop. When you've accomplished something important, to stop. Celebrate in some way. Whether it's sitting in meditation and just feeling appreciation for that accomplishment in your life, or gathering together with friends and celebrating as well. I had a lot to celebrate these last couple of weeks because publishing my first book was a major accomplishment. I was really tempted to just move forward with the next goals, the next things that I wanted to do, the next bit of marketing that I wanted to put out. But I took some time to appreciate and celebrate with my family this major accomplishment, which was so important to me. And strawberry quartz reminds you that celebration is an important part of life. It is a vital thing for you to do in your life experience. I also had something else to celebrate because I finished the first draft of my second book. I've been working on that over the past month as a means to kind of help me wait for the launch of my first book. And this brings me to the second gemstone that I used, which is Howlite. I worked really hard to go through the first draft of book 2, but when I got towards the end, about 75-80% done, I started to feel really tired. My energy was lagging. The well that I was pulling from was starting to get empty, but I knew I had to make it through to the end. I couldn't set it aside at this point. I really needed to have a consistent flow in my process from start to finish. And Howlite helps you with perseverance. Getting the job done even when you've gotten tired. I would sit with Howlite before my daily writing sessions to remind me of the importance of what I was doing and to give me encouragement so that I could keep going. This is really helpful if you have a long-term project, a long-term goal, something that's going to take you an extensive period of time, and you need to keep motivated as you go through. And Howlite helped me there. And then I also took time to celebrate when I finished the first draft of book 2. Yay! Now keep in mind, this is the first draft. There are still a lot of rounds of revisions and editing to make sure that I have given it every bit of soul and energy that I possibly can, that it's entirely useful to you and your soul work, and that it's the best book that I can possibly put out. But that first draft, just getting all the initial ideas and words down, is important. So I sat with the Strawberry Quartz to help me out there. So these are 2 examples of how you can incorporate crystal wisdom into your everyday life. Each day, I sat down to have a daily practice with one of these 2 stones. And then when I felt that I needed the energy of it, like I did with Howlite before my writing sessions, I would just sit down and have a brief spontaneous practice. How you design and incorporate those practices into your daily life are described in detail in my book, Crystal Wisdom. So I highly recommend that you check it out. Now, to go on to the second main part of this video, Gemstones for Grieving. Many people have asked me about this recently. So it kind of makes my heart hurt that many more people right now seem to be going through some sort of loss or grief. And I figured this is the perfect timing to record this video. There are many different gemstones you can use to help you through the grieving process. Now remember that grieving doesn't always just mean the death of someone you care about, but it could be the ending or the death of something important in your life. School, a job, a relationship. When we lose major parts of our lives, we need to grieve. There are 4 sets of stones I'm going to tell you about, and they all support you in the grieving process in different ways. The 2 most helpful gemstones that I highly recommend for grieving are Smoky Quartz and Apache Tears. Smoky Quartz is a member of the quartz family. Apache Tears are a member of the obsidian family. Both of these gemstones are incredibly protective, comforting, and supportive when you are actively and freshly grieving something in your life. They help you feel secure, safe, and protected, that you're not drowning in an ocean of grief. They act as a life preserver, something that you can hold on to when you feel battered around by intense emotions. Both of these gemstones are in the color category of black gemstones. And I wanted to point out something important about these two gemstones here, that unlike obsidian or onyx or black tourmaline, these two gemstones, they're translucent. You can see the light through these, and that's important to note, that with these gemstones, you can see the light through the darkness. That it gives you hope that you will make it through. The second set of gemstones for grieving are Howlite and Lepidolite. Both of these gemstones are extremely supportive if you're feeling intense emotion. It helps you release some of that excess emotion and helps it not feel so overwhelming. Lepidolite is especially helpful if you're feeling depression or sadness. Both Howlite and Lepidolite help you manage all of the emotions that you're feeling when you are going through the grieving process. You can sit with these gemstones when something is feeling way too intense for you. You can sit and release those emotions either out on your breath or down into the earth. It doesn't mean that you're denying these feelings or that you're pushing them away. It's that you are releasing what feels like too much to help you feel more stable. These are great also combined with Smoky Quartz and Apache Tears. You can sit with both of them in a session to help you cope with those emotions. The third set of gemstones help you with courage and letting go. Bloodstone and Aquamarine. Both of these gemstones help you feel the courage to go on, because it may feel so hard to keep moving, to get out of bed, to do what you need to do. These gemstones will support you. They will give you courage and support to take the next step, to step out of your home, to get dressed even, to talk to a friend. These help boost the knowledge that you can do it, that you can survive this. Aquamarine in particular is a gemstone of letting go. When you feel ready to say goodbye to something, Aquamarine will help you. This may be a gemstone that you use much later on in the grieving process when you feel ready. It might come sooner if the event is like the loss of a job rather than the loss of a loved one. But at some point, you may feel the need to say goodbye and start the next stage of your life journey, and Aquamarine will help with that. Then finally, the fourth set of gemstones is for heart healing, and that would be Green Aventurine and Rhodonite. Both of these gemstones help you tap into your heart center, and especially when your heart is in such intense pain, these gemstones help to create a safe space for you to allow your heart to heal and to recover from such an intense loss. They help you recognize that you can continue to love, that your heart is not broken forever, that you can still love someone or something that is gone and give love to others. This is especially important if there are other people in your life that need your attention and your love and your care, and your heart is completely broken. This will help you have love for yourself, have love for your process of healing, and have love for others while you recover. I know that those are a lot of gemstones. If you are going through intense grieving, you may want to work with several of those stones at different times when you need them in your days. Grief isn't a cut and dry issue. It isn't one emotion. It isn't one experience. It encompasses so many aspects that in one moment of your life, you might just need presence and grounding and stability that Smoky Quartz will provide. Or you may be just feeling so much heartbreak that you need to sit with Rhodonite. You may need the courage to deal with unpleasant paperwork in this process, and you reach for Bloodstone. All of these gemstones will help you day to day, moment to moment during this intense period of your life. So I hope that this helped you. It helped you decide the options that you can use for incorporating crystals into your recovery process. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you are healing and going through the grieving process, I send you love and healing and Reiki energy to help you heal and recover and welcome love again into your life. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you during the next gemstone video. Thank you.